We are facing a global health crisis. Obesity rates are skyrocketing, impacting millions worldwide. This isn't just about weight, it's about our health and well-being. Obesity increases the risk of heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, and certain types of cancer. These conditions put a strain on individuals, families, and healthcare systems globally. We need to understand this epidemic to combat it effectively. We must first analyze global obesity trends to address them. This requires looking at prevalence rates across different continents and demographics. We'll delve into how obesity affects various regions differently and explore the reasons behind these disparities. By comparing developed and developing nations, we'll uncover the role of globalization and lifestyle changes in driving obesity rates. Furthermore, we'll investigate the impact of urbanization and technology on our daily habits. Finally, we'll touch upon the unexpected consequences of the COVID-19 pandemic on this global health crisis. The global obesity landscape presents a stark contrast between different regions. North America, Europe, and the Middle East face alarmingly high obesity rates, while Asia and Africa, traditionally associated with malnutrition, are witnessing a concerning rise. This disparity highlights the complex interplay of factors contributing to the obesity epidemic, including economic development, cultural norms, and access to nutritious food. Understanding these regional variations is crucial for developing targeted interventions. While strategies effective in developed nations might not translate well to developing countries, sharing best practices and tailoring approaches to specific contexts is essential. The fight against obesity requires a global effort that acknowledges and addresses these regional differences. North America, particularly the United States, has long grappled with high obesity rates. Similarly, many European countries have experienced a steady increase in obesity prevalence over recent decades. Several factors contribute to this trend, including the abundance of processed foods, sedentary lifestyles, and socioeconomic disparities. The rise of fast food chains and the convenience of processed meals have significantly impacted dietary habits. Simultaneously, increasingly sedentary lifestyles driven by office jobs and leisure activities centered around screens have reduced energy expenditure. Moreover, lower-income communities often lack access to affordable, healthy food options, further exacerbating the problem. Section 3. The Middle East, a region in transition. The Middle East presents a unique case in the global obesity epidemic. Traditionally, the region faced challenges related to malnutrition and undernutrition. However, rapid economic development and urbanization have led to significant dietary and lifestyle changes, contributing to a dramatic rise in obesity rates. The adoption of westernized diets, characterized by high fat and sugar content, coupled with reduced physical activity due to increased car reliance and desk-bound jobs, has fueled this shift. Furthermore, cultural factors, such as large portion sizes and a preference for meat-heavy dishes, have also played a role. The Middle East faces the dual burden of addressing both undernutrition and obesity, requiring comprehensive public health interventions. Section 4. Asia and Africa, a changing landscape. Asia and Africa have long been resilient, facing lower obesity rates compared to Western nations. Now they stand at a pivotal moment, brimming with both challenges and incredible opportunities. Rapid urbanization, globalization, and evolving lifestyles are transforming these regions, especially in vibrant urban centers. This transformation brings a decrease in physical activity and an increase in processed food consumption. But it also opens doors for healthier choices. Economic growth and rising incomes have made processed foods and sugary drinks more accessible. But this is a chance to prioritize nutritious options. As urbanization leads to less physically demanding lifestyles, there's a powerful opportunity to embrace active living and wellness. This shift is a significant public health challenge, but it also holds tremendous potential for positive change. By embracing healthier lifestyles and making informed choices, Asia and Africa can lead the way to a brighter, healthier future. Let's seize this moment and inspire a global movement towards wellness and vitality. Section 1. A global epidemic affecting the young. Childhood obesity is a pressing global health concern. No longer limited to developed nations, it has spread worldwide, affecting children across continents. The World Health Organization estimates that over 340 million children and adolescents aged 5 to 19 were overweight or obese in 2016. These numbers are alarming and highlight the urgent need for effective prevention and intervention strategies. The increase in childhood obesity rates has been particularly dramatic in developing countries experiencing rapid economic growth and urbanization. Factors like globalization, changing dietary habits, and increasingly sedentary lifestyles contribute to this worrying trend. Childhood obesity is a complex issue with far-reaching consequences, impacting children's physical and mental health and well-being. Section 2. Causes and consequences. Multiple factors contribute to the rise of childhood obesity. These include genetic predisposition, family history of obesity, unhealthy dietary habits, and lack of physical activity. The easy availability of processed foods, high in sugar, fat, and calories, significantly contributes to excessive calorie intake among children. Simultaneously, children today are less physically active than previous generations. Increased screen time, video games, and a decline in outdoor play have led to reduced energy expenditure. This imbalance between calorie intake and expenditure is a primary driver of weight gain. The consequences of childhood obesity are significant. Obese children are at an increased risk of developing various health problems, including type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, sleep apnea, and some types of cancer. Section 3. Early intervention is key. Addressing childhood obesity requires a multifaceted approach involving families, schools, and communities. Early intervention is crucial, as habits formed in childhood often carry into adulthood. Promoting healthy eating habits is paramount. Schools play a vital role in promoting healthy lifestyles. Communities can create safe spaces for children to play and improve access to healthy food. Section 1. A shifting paradigm. The global obesity landscape presents a shifting paradigm. While developed countries have historically battled high obesity rates, developing nations are experiencing alarming increases. This shift underscores the dynamic interplay between economic development, globalization, and public health. The traditional dichotomy of developed nations facing obesity and developing nations grappling with undernutrition is blurring. This convergence highlights the need for a nuanced understanding of the factors driving obesity in different contexts. Factors like urbanization, changing dietary habits, and increasingly sedentary lifestyles are no longer confined to wealthy nations. Addressing this global health challenge requires acknowledging these shifting trends and tailoring interventions accordingly. Section 2. The globalization of food and lifestyles. Globalization has significantly impacted dietary patterns and lifestyles worldwide. The proliferation of Western-style diets, characterized by processed foods, sugary drinks, and large portion sizes, has contributed to increased calorie intake globally. Fast food chains, once prevalent mainly in developed countries, have expanded rapidly into developing nations, making inexpensive, calorie-dense foods readily accessible. This globalization of food and lifestyles has coincided with urbanization and technological advancements, leading to more sedentary lifestyles. Office jobs, increased car use, and leisure activities centered around screens have reduced energy expenditure. This combination of increased calorie consumption and decreased physical activity is a potent driver of weight gain, regardless of geographic location. Section 3. Double burden of disease. Many developing countries now face a double burden of disease. As they experience economic growth and urbanization, they are witnessing a rise in non-communicable diseases like obesity, diabetes, and heart disease, alongside persistent infectious diseases. This dual burden strains healthcare systems and poses significant challenges for resource-limited settings. Addressing this complex situation requires a multi-sectoral approach. Strategies should focus on improving access to nutritious food, promoting physical activity, and strengthening healthcare systems to manage both infectious and chronic diseases. International collaboration and knowledge sharing are crucial to support developing nations in tackling this evolving health challenge. Section 4. Bridging the Gap. Tailored solutions for a global challenge. Combating the global obesity epidemic necessitates a multifaceted approach that considers the unique challenges and opportunities presented by different contexts. While strategies effective in developed nations can provide valuable insights, they cannot be directly transposed onto developing countries. Tailored interventions that address local dietary cultures, socioeconomic factors, and access to healthcare are essential. Promoting healthy diets tailored to local tastes and traditions is crucial. This includes encouraging the consumption of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains while limiting processed foods, sugary drinks, and unhealthy fats. Simultaneously, creating environments that support physical activity is vital. This involves making cities more walkable, promoting access to recreational facilities, and encouraging physical activity in schools and workplaces. The world is rapidly urbanizing. More people are moving to cities than ever before, seeking better opportunities and a different pace of life. While cities offer many advantages, they also present unique challenges to our health, particularly regarding obesity. The urban environment often promotes sedentary lifestyles and easy access to unhealthy foods, contributing to a perfect storm for weight gain. One of the most significant ways urbanization contributes to obesity is by reducing the need for physical activity. Public transportation, readily available taxis, and ride-sharing services make it incredibly convenient to get around without walking or cycling. This lack of everyday physical activity can have a substantial impact on our overall calorie expenditure, making it easier to gain weight. Technology, while revolutionizing many aspects of our lives, has also played a role in promoting sedentary behaviors. We spend countless hours hunched over our computers, tablets, and smartphones, often neglecting physical activity. The rise of remote work and online entertainment options has further blurred the lines between work and leisure, often keeping us tethered to our screens for extended periods. The allure of streaming services and social media platforms can be difficult to resist, often leading to prolonged sitting and reduced physical activity. Moreover, these platforms expose us to constant advertisements for unhealthy foods and beverages, further influencing our dietary choices. This constant bombardment of tempting yet unhealthy options can make it challenging to maintain a balanced lifestyle. The digital revolution has undeniably transformed the way we access food. Food delivery apps and online ordering platforms have made it incredibly convenient to have meals delivered directly to our doorsteps with just a few taps on our smartphones. While this convenience is undeniable, it also contributes to the obesity epidemic by making it even easier to indulge in unhealthy food choices. These platforms often partner with fast food chains and restaurants offering calorie-dense, processed foods. The ease of ordering and the quick gratification of having food delivered promptly can lead to impulsive, unhealthy choices, especially when combined with the allure of discounts and promotions. Furthermore, digital marketing strategies employed by these companies often target consumers with personalized recommendations and tempting visuals, making it even harder to resist unhealthy options. Combating obesity in the digital age. Addressing obesity today requires a multi-pronged approach. Be mindful of technology use and incorporate physical activity daily. Take the stairs instead of the elevator, walk or cycle for short errands, and stretch regularly. limit exposure to unhealthy food ads, and choose healthier food delivery options. Cities should promote walkable neighborhoods and create more green spaces. A holistic approach can mitigate the impact of urbanization and technology on our health. The pandemic's ripple effect. The COVID-19 pandemic has profoundly impacted our lives, altering work routines and social interactions. Long-term health consequences, especially obesity, are emerging. Lockdowns and economic uncertainty have led to unhealthy weight gain. Stay-at-home orders disrupted routines and activity levels. Increased stress and a sedentary lifestyle fostered weight gain. Section 2. Disrupted routines and reduced physical activity. Before the pandemic, many people relied on structured routines to incorporate physical activity into their lives. Going to the gym, attending fitness classes, or simply commuting to work on foot provided regular opportunities for movement. However, the pandemic disrupted these routines, forcing many to adapt to working from home, homeschooling children, and limiting social interactions. Working from home often meant longer hours spent sitting at desks, with easy access to snacks and less incentive to take breaks for movement. Without the commute to and from work or the need to walk to meetings, daily step counts plummeted, and overall activity levels declined. This reduction in physical activity, combined with the tendency to snack more frequently throughout the day, contributed to an unhealthy energy imbalance. The uncertainty and anxiety brought about by the pandemic also took a toll on our mental and emotional well-being. Stress, boredom, and social isolation triggered emotional eating in many, providing a temporary sense of comfort during uncertain times. Processed foods, high in sugar, fat, and salt, became go-to sources of comfort as they trigger the release of dopamine, a feel-good neurotransmitter in the brain. The easy availability of these comfort foods, often just a click away through online delivery services, further exacerbated the problem. The pandemic disrupted our usual coping mechanisms for stress and anxiety, leading many to seek solace in food. This increase in emotional eating, coupled with reduced physical activity, created a recipe for weight gain and increased the risk of developing obesity-related health problems. As we navigate the ongoing challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic, it's crucial to prioritize our health and well-being. The pandemic has highlighted the importance of resilience, adaptability, and self-care. Addressing the pandemic's impact on obesity requires a multifaceted approach. Encouraging healthy eating habits, promoting physical activity, and providing mental health support are crucial. By embracing a holistic approach, we can emerge more resilient and better equipped for future health challenges. The global obesity epidemic is a complex, multifaceted issue with far-reaching consequences for individuals, communities, and healthcare systems worldwide. We've journeyed across continents, examining the diverse factors driving this epidemic, from urbanization and technology to the globalization of unhealthy food and lifestyles. We've seen how these factors converge to create environments that make it increasingly challenging to maintain a healthy weight. We've also witnessed the alarming rise of childhood obesity, jeopardizing the health and well-being of future generations. The COVID-19 pandemic has further exacerbated this crisis, disrupting routines, increasing stress levels, and highlighting the vulnerability of our health in the face of global challenges. The statistics are concerning, but they don't tell the whole story. Behind the numbers are real people struggling with the physical, emotional, and social consequences of obesity. Addressing this global health crisis requires a shift in perspective and a commitment to collective action. It's not just about individual responsibility. It's about creating environments that support healthy choices. We need governments, communities, and individuals working together to implement comprehensive strategies that address the root causes of obesity. Promoting healthy diets should be a top priority. This involves making nutritious foods more accessible and affordable, encouraging home-cooked meals, and reducing the consumption of processed foods, sugary drinks, and unhealthy fats. Public awareness campaigns can educate consumers about healthy eating habits, portion control, and the importance of reading food labels. Schools can play a vital role in shaping healthy eating habits by providing nutritious meals and incorporating nutrition education into their curricula. Prevention is key to combating obesity. Early intervention helps children develop lifelong healthy habits. Families need knowledge and support to make healthy choices. Community initiatives create opportunities for physical activity. Walkable, bike-friendly cities encourage physical activity. Access to affordable, healthy food is crucial. Policies can promote healthy choices and support obesity prevention. Collaboration and sustained effort are essential. Together, we can create a healthier future. In a world of abundant food and convenience, a silent epidemic has taken hold: obesity. We are constantly bombarded with images of perfect bodies and messages about healthy living, yet more people than ever are struggling with their weight. This isn't just about vanity. It's a complex issue with far-reaching consequences for individuals and society as a whole. Obesity rates have skyrocketed in recent decades, signaling a pressing need for awareness and action. From rising healthcare costs to the social stigma surrounding weight, the impacts of obesity are undeniable and demand our attention. Obesity is not simply a matter of appearance. It is a medical condition characterized by an excessive accumulation of body fat. This excess fat, stored throughout the body, can have serious implications for overall health and well-being. While body weight is a factor, it is not the sole indicator of obesity. Healthcare professionals often use a measurement called body mass index, or BMI, which takes into account both weight and height to determine if an individual falls into the obese category. A BMI of 30 or higher is generally considered obese, signifying a weight that significantly increases the risk of developing various health problems. While statistics paint a stark picture of the obesity epidemic, it's crucial to remember that behind every number is a human story. Obesity is not simply a matter of willpower or personal responsibility. It's a complex interplay of biological, environmental, and socio-economic factors. To truly understand the scope of this issue, we need to look beyond the numbers and acknowledge the human impact. The stigma surrounding obesity can be incredibly isolating, leading to discrimination and prejudice. Individuals may face bias in various aspects of life, from employment opportunities to social interactions. This stigma can have a detrimental impact on mental health, contributing to feelings of shame, low self-esteem, and even depression. The rise of obesity is a global phenomenon, affecting both developed and developing nations alike. Once considered a problem primarily confined to wealthier countries, obesity has now spread its reach to every corner of the globe. This global health crisis is fueled by a complex interplay of factors, including urbanization, changing dietary habits, and increasingly sedentary lifestyles. The consequences of this global obesity epidemic are far-reaching, impacting not only the health of individuals, but also the economic well-being of nations. As obesity rates continue to climb, healthcare systems around the world are struggling to cope with the rising tide of chronic diseases associated with excess weight. The statistics surrounding the global obesity epidemic are nothing short of alarming. According to the World Health Organization, more than 2 billion adults worldwide are overweight, with over 650 million classified as obese. These numbers have been steadily rising for decades, painting a stark picture of a world grappling with a growing health crisis. The prevalence of obesity is particularly concerning among children and adolescents. The WHO estimates that over 340 million children and adolescents aged 5 to 19 years were overweight or obese in 2016. This trend is particularly worrisome, as childhood obesity can lead to a lifetime of health problems, including an increased risk of developing chronic diseases such as type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and certain types of cancer. While obesity is a global concern, its prevalence is particularly high in the Western world. Countries like the United States, the United Kingdom, and Australia have some of the highest obesity rates globally. This trend is largely attributed to a complex interplay of factors, including the abundance of processed foods, aggressive marketing tactics of the food industry, and increasingly sedentary lifestyles. The Western diet, characterized by high intakes of saturated fat, sugar, and processed foods, has come under intense scrutiny for its contribution to the obesity epidemic. These energy-dense, nutrient-poor foods are often cheaper and more readily available than healthier alternatives, making them a tempting option for busy families and individuals on a budget. While obesity was once considered a problem primarily affecting wealthier nations, it is now rapidly spreading to developing countries. This shift is largely attributed to urbanization, changing dietary habits, and increasingly sedentary lifestyles, mirroring trends previously observed in the developed world. As developing countries undergo rapid economic growth, their populations are experiencing a shift in dietary patterns. Traditional diets, often based on fresh produce and whole grains, are being replaced by westernized diets high in processed foods, saturated fat, and sugar. Obesity often carries a heavy social stigma, a burden that can be as damaging as the physical health consequences. This stigma can manifest in various ways, from subtle social exclusion to overt discrimination, affecting every aspect of an individual's life. Society frequently associates weight with willpower, painting a simplistic picture that ignores the complex interplay of factors contributing to obesity. This narrow view fails to consider the genetic, psychological, and environmental influences that play a significant role in a person's weight. This often leads to discrimination and prejudice against individuals struggling with their weight, creating a hostile and isolating environment. The social rejection can be deeply hurtful, leading to feelings of shame, loneliness, and even depression. The media often perpetuates this stigma, portraying people with obesity in a negative light as lazy, lacking self-control, or even comical. These portrayals are not only unfair, but also harmful, reinforcing negative stereotypes that can influence public opinion and policy. This skewed representation seeps into our collective consciousness, shaping societal perceptions and perpetuating harmful stereotypes. The impact of these stereotypes can be profound, affecting how individuals with obesity are treated in their daily lives. The reality is far more nuanced. Obesity is a multifaceted condition influenced by genetics, socioeconomic factors, environmental influences, and more. Understanding these complexities is crucial in addressing the issue with empathy and accuracy. This weight bias translates into real-world consequences. The discrimination faced by individuals with obesity can lead to significant barriers in various aspects of life, from professional opportunities to healthcare access. Studies have shown that people with obesity face discrimination in various settings, including employment, healthcare, and education. This discrimination can result in lower wages, fewer job opportunities, and inadequate medical treatment. They may encounter difficulty securing jobs, receive inadequate medical care, or experience bullying and social exclusion. These challenges can exacerbate the physical and emotional toll of obesity, creating a vicious cycle that is difficult to break. The health implications of obesity extend far beyond a number on a scale. It's not just about the weight itself, but the myriad of health issues that come along with it. Carrying excess weight puts significant stress on the body's systems, increasing the risk of developing a wide range of serious health conditions. This stress can manifest in various ways, from difficulty in performing everyday activities to more severe health complications. These conditions can affect nearly every aspect of an individual's well-being, impacting both their physical health and overall quality of life. The emotional and psychological toll of obesity can be just as debilitating as the physical consequences, leading to a cycle of health deterioration. One of the most well-known links is between obesity and type 2 diabetes. This connection is well documented and highlights the importance of maintaining a healthy weight. Excess body fat, particularly around the abdomen, can lead to insulin resistance, a condition that disrupts the body's ability to manage blood sugar levels effectively. Insulin resistance occurs when the body's cells become less responsive to the effects of insulin, a crucial hormone that regulates blood sugar levels. This resistance can make it difficult for the body to maintain normal blood sugar levels. Insulin is essential for allowing glucose to enter cells and provide energy. When cells resist insulin, glucose builds up in the bloodstream, leading to high blood sugar levels. This resistance can eventually lead to chronically elevated blood sugar levels, increasing the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Managing blood sugar becomes a constant challenge, requiring ongoing medical attention and lifestyle adjustments. Obesity also significantly impacts cardiovascular health. The heart, being a vital organ, is particularly vulnerable to the effects of excess weight. Excess weight forces the heart to work harder to pump blood throughout the body, leading to increased blood pressure and additional strain on the heart muscle. This added strain can result in a range of cardiovascular issues. High blood pressure or hypertension is a common consequence of obesity. It puts extra pressure on the arteries and can lead to serious conditions such as heart disease and stroke. The cumulative effect of these health issues underscores the importance of addressing obesity proactively. While the physical health consequences of obesity are significant, the mental and emotional toll can be equally debilitating. The journey of dealing with obesity is not just about the numbers on the scale or the physical strain on the body. It encompasses a wide range of emotional and psychological challenges that can deeply affect an individual's quality of life. The constant struggle with weight management, the relentless effort to shed pounds, and the ongoing battle to maintain a healthy weight can be exhausting. This struggle often feels like an uphill battle, with every step forward met with setbacks and frustrations. The pressure to conform to societal ideals of beauty, which are often unrealistic and unattainable, adds another layer of stress. Media portrayals of the perfect body can make individuals feel inadequate and perpetuate feelings of self-doubt and insecurity. The experience of weight bias and discrimination can have a profound impact on an individual's mental and emotional well-being. Being judged or treated unfairly because of one's weight can lead to feelings of shame, embarrassment, and isolation. Many individuals with obesity experience body dissatisfaction and negative body image. This dissatisfaction can be pervasive, affecting how they see themselves and how they believe others perceive them. This can lead to low self-esteem, where individuals feel unworthy or incapable of achieving their goals. The constant negative self-talk can erode their confidence and sense of self-worth. Depression and anxiety are common mental health issues that can arise from these feelings. The weight of these emotions can be overwhelming, making it difficult to find joy in daily activities or to feel hopeful about the future. The societal emphasis on thinness as a mark of beauty and success can fuel these negative feelings, making it challenging for individuals to accept and appreciate their bodies. This constant comparison to an idealized image can be damaging to one's self-esteem, making it challenging for individuals to accept and appreciate their bodies. However, finding ways to practice self-love and body positivity can be a crucial step in breaking this cycle. Weight stigma and discrimination can exacerbate these mental health challenges. The hurtful comments and exclusion from social groups can deepen the emotional wounds and make recovery even more difficult. Individuals with obesity often face prejudice in various settings, leading to social isolation, shame, and feelings of worthlessness. This social rejection can make it hard to build supportive relationships and find a sense of belonging. This can create a vicious cycle where the stress and emotional distress contribute to unhealthy coping mechanisms, such as emotional eating. Turning to food for comfort can provide temporary relief, but often leads to further weight gain and guilt, further perpetuating the cycle of weight gain and negative self-image. Breaking this cycle requires a compassionate approach, addressing both the physical and emotional aspects of obesity. Beyond the individual societal impacts. The impact of obesity extends far beyond the individual, reaching into the very fabric of society. It places a significant strain on healthcare systems, economies, and even the environment, highlighting the need for a collective response to address this growing global challenge. The healthcare costs associated with obesity are staggering. Treating obesity-related conditions, such as type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and certain types of cancer, puts a significant financial burden on healthcare systems worldwide. As obesity rates continue to rise, so too do the costs of managing these preventable chronic diseases, diverting resources away from other essential healthcare services. The price tag of obesity. Obesity carries a hefty price tag, not just for individuals, but for societies as a whole. The economic burden of this global epidemic is immense, impacting healthcare systems, national economies, and even individual families struggling to cope with the financial strain of obesity-related health issues. Understanding the economic impact is crucial in shaping effective public health policies and interventions. The direct costs of obesity are substantial, encompassing medical expenses related to the prevention, diagnosis, and treatment of obesity and its associated health conditions. These costs include hospital stays, doctor visits, medications, and long-term care for chronic diseases like diabetes, heart disease, and certain types of cancer, all of which are more prevalent in individuals with obesity. Strained healthcare systems. The rising prevalence of obesity is placing an unprecedented strain on healthcare systems worldwide. Hospitals, clinics, and healthcare providers are struggling to cope with the increasing demand for services related to obesity and its associated health conditions. This surge in demand is stretching resources thin, leading to longer wait times, reduced access to care, and escalating healthcare costs. The chronic nature of obesity-related diseases, such as type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and certain types of cancer, requires ongoing management and often involves costly treatments and medications. As the number of individuals living with these conditions continues to rise, healthcare systems face the daunting challenge of providing adequate and affordable care. The impact of obesity extends beyond the healthcare system, reaching into the workplace and impacting economic productivity. Employees with obesity may experience reduced work capacity, increased absenteeism due to health problems, and higher rates of disability, all of which contribute to lost productivity and economic losses for businesses and the overall economy. The physical limitations imposed by obesity, such as joint pain, reduced mobility, and fatigue, can make it challenging for individuals to perform their jobs effectively. They may require more frequent breaks, have difficulty concentrating, or be unable to perform tasks that require physical exertion. Section 4. The economic burden on families. The economic impact of obesity extends beyond healthcare systems and the workforce, reaching into the homes and personal finances of individuals and families grappling with the condition. The financial burden of managing obesity-related health issues, coupled with reduced earning potential and the costs of healthy living, can create a cycle of financial strain that is difficult to break. The direct medical costs associated with obesity, such as doctor visits, medications, and hospital stays, can quickly deplete savings and plunge families into debt. Even with health insurance, out-of-pocket expenses like copays, deductibles, and uncovered treatments can be substantial, placing a significant financial burden on families already struggling to make ends meet. To Section 1. A shared responsibility. The obesity epidemic is a complex and multifaceted issue with far-reaching consequences, impacting individuals, families, communities, and societies as a whole. It is not merely a matter of personal responsibility or willpower. Rather, it is a complex interplay of biological, environmental, social, and economic factors that contribute to its development. Addressing this global challenge requires a collective effort, a shared responsibility that extends beyond individual choices to encompass policy changes, environmental modifications, and a shift in societal attitudes and norms. governments play a crucial role in shaping environments that promote healthy living. Policies aimed at regulating the marketing of unhealthy foods to children, improving food labeling, making healthier food options more affordable and accessible, and creating opportunities for physical activity can have a significant impact on population-wide health outcomes. Section 2. Changing the narrative. Combating the obesity epidemic also requires changing the narrative surrounding weight and health. The pervasive weight stigma in our society, fueled by media portrayals and societal biases, can be incredibly damaging, leading to discrimination, social isolation, and a reluctance to seek help. It is essential to move away from simplistic notions of blame and shame and foster a more empathetic and understanding approach to weight management. Public awareness campaigns can play a vital role in challenging weight stigma, promoting body positivity, and highlighting the complexities of obesity as a health issue. Section 3. Investing in a healthier future. Addressing the obesity epidemic is not just about reducing healthcare costs or improving productivity. It is about investing in a healthier future for all. It is about creating a world where individuals are empowered to make informed choices about their health, where healthy food is accessible and affordable, and where physical activity is integrated into daily life. Investing in early childhood education programs that promote healthy eating habits and encourage physical activity is crucial in setting the stage for a lifetime of well-being. Schools can play a vital role in providing nutritious meals, incorporating physical activity into the school day, and educating students about the importance of healthy living. Today, we're diving deep into a health challenge affecting millions around the globe: obesity. It's a topic often surrounded by misconceptions and stigma. Our goal is to provide clear, compassionate, and scientifically sound information. Obesity is more than just a cosmetic concern. It's a complex medical condition. We're talking about heart disease, diabetes, and certain types of cancer. The rise of obesity is a global phenomenon. These factors range from genetic predisposition to lifestyle choices and environmental influences. It's not just about weight loss, it's about improving overall health and well-being. The World Health Organization has labeled obesity a shadow pandemic. Why? Because it often lurks behind other health issues. Think of it like this: obesity doesn't always take center stage. Instead, it quietly increases the risk of developing other serious medical conditions. These conditions, like heart disease or type 2 diabetes, are often what bring people to the doctor. But behind the scenes, obesity plays a significant role. It acts as a catalyst, increasing the likelihood of these health problems developing in the first place. This shadow effect makes obesity particularly dangerous. It highlights the importance of proactively addressing weight management and adopting healthy lifestyle choices. By doing so, we can potentially prevent the onset of these more serious health concerns. It's not just about addressing the problem after it arises. It's about taking preventive measures. It's about understanding the risks and making conscious choices to mitigate them. That's how we combat this shadow pandemic. While statistics paint a concerning picture, it's crucial to remember that behind each number is a human story. Obesity is not simply a statistic. It affects real people, families, and communities. These individuals face unique challenges, both physical and emotional. Imagine the daily struggles of someone with obesity. Simple tasks, like climbing stairs or tying shoelaces, might be daunting. The constant fear of judgment and discrimination can take a toll on their mental health. Their stories remind us that obesity is not a sign of weakness or a lack of willpower. It's a complex condition influenced by a multitude of factors, many of which are beyond an individual's control. Therefore, it's crucial to approach this topic with empathy and understanding. We must move away from blame and shame. Instead, we need to foster an environment of support and encouragement, one that empowers individuals to make positive changes for their health and well-being. Obesity is a multifactorial condition. This means that there's no single cause. Instead, it's a complex interplay of genetic predisposition, lifestyle choices, environmental factors, and underlying medical conditions. Genetics plays a role in how our bodies store and utilize energy. Lifestyle choices, including diet and physical activity levels, significantly impact our weight. Environmental factors, such as access to healthy food options and safe spaces for physical activity, also come into play. In some cases, underlying medical conditions or certain medications can contribute to weight gain. This intricate web of contributing factors highlights the need for a holistic approach to addressing obesity. It's not enough to focus solely on one aspect. We need to consider all these factors to develop effective prevention strategies and treatment plans. This requires a collaborative effort involving healthcare professionals, policymakers, communities, and individuals. Together, we can create an environment that supports healthy weight management and improves overall well-being. Let's talk about the heart, the engine of our body. When it comes to obesity, the impact on cardiovascular health is significant. Obesity makes the heart work harder. Imagine carrying extra weight every single day. That's what it's like for your heart when you're obese. Excess body fat, especially around the abdomen, can lead to several cardiovascular problems. It can raise blood pressure, it can increase cholesterol levels. It can even force the heart to enlarge, affecting its efficiency. These changes don't happen overnight. They develop gradually over time, often silently, without any noticeable symptoms. But the consequences can be severe, increasing the risk of heart disease, heart attacks, and other cardiovascular events. Understanding this connection is crucial. It highlights the importance of maintaining a healthy weight for optimal heart health. It's not just about aesthetics, it's about protecting one of the most vital organs in our body. Hypertension or high blood pressure is often called a silent killer. Why? Because it often has no symptoms, yet it's a major risk factor for heart disease and stroke. Obesity significantly increases the risk of developing hypertension. Here's how it works. When you have excess body fat, your blood vessels carry more blood to supply those extra tissues. This increased blood volume puts pressure on your artery walls, leading to higher blood pressure. Over time, this constant pressure damages the delicate lining of your blood vessels. Think of it like a garden hose with too much water pressure. Eventually, the hose will weaken and potentially burst. Similarly, damaged blood vessels are more likely to develop blockages, leading to heart attacks or strokes. Managing weight is crucial in controlling hypertension. Even a small amount of weight loss can have a significant impact on lowering blood pressure and reducing the risk of complications. A stroke occurs when the blood supply to a part of the brain is interrupted. This interruption can be caused by a blocked artery, ischemic stroke, or the rupture of a blood vessel in the brain, hemorrhagic stroke. Obesity increases the risk of both types of stroke. Excess weight contributes to conditions like atherosclerosis, plaque buildup in the arteries, and high blood pressure, both major risk factors for stroke. Furthermore, obesity can disrupt the body's natural balance of clotting factors, making the blood more prone to clotting. This increased clotting tendency raises the risk of ischemic strokes, where a blood clot blocks blood flow to the brain. The impact of a stroke can be devastating, often leading to long-term disabilities or even death. Therefore, it's crucial to understand and manage the risk factors, including maintaining a healthy weight. Section 4. Beyond the numbers, a cascade of cardiovascular consequences. Obesity sets off a chain reaction in the body. It doesn't just increase the risk of one cardiovascular problem, it increases the risk of many. This cascade of consequences can be overwhelming, but understanding them is crucial. For instance, obesity can lead to insulin resistance, a condition where the body doesn't use insulin effectively. This can lead to type 2 diabetes, which further increases the risk of heart disease and stroke. Moreover, obesity is linked to unhealthy cholesterol levels, with higher levels of bad cholesterol, LDL, and lower levels of good cholesterol, HDL. This imbalance contributes to plaque buildup in the arteries, increasing the risk of heart attacks and strokes. It's not just one problem, it's a web of interconnected health issues. Addressing obesity, therefore, means addressing a multitude of risk factors simultaneously, leading to a more comprehensive approach to improving cardiovascular health. Protecting your heart. Proactive steps for a healthier future. We have the power to protect our hearts. Lifestyle changes can reduce cardiovascular risks. Key steps include: maintain a healthy weight, adopt a heart-healthy diet, engage in regular physical activity, quit smoking, manage stress. It's never too late to make positive changes. The insulin connection, fueling our cells. Obesity is linked to type 2 diabetes. Insulin is a key that unlocks our cells. It allows glucose to enter and provide energy. Eating raises blood sugar, signaling the pancreas to release insulin. Insulin signals cells to absorb glucose. This balance is crucial for health. Disruption leads to type 2 diabetes. Section 2. Insulin resistance. A breakdown in communication. Imagine if insulin no longer fits cell receptors properly. This is insulin resistance, closely linked to obesity. Cells become less responsive to insulin's signals. Glucose builds up in the bloodstream. Obesity plays a significant role. Excess abdominal fat interferes with insulin signaling. This disrupts communication, making glucose entry harder. The pancreas compensates by producing more insulin. Overproduction exhausts the pancreas, leading to type 2 diabetes. Section 3. Type 2 diabetes, a growing epidemic. When insulin resistance persists and the pancreas can no longer keep up with the demand for insulin, type 2 diabetes develops. This condition is characterized by chronically elevated blood sugar levels, which can damage blood vessels and nerves throughout the body. The link between obesity and type 2 diabetes is undeniable. Obesity is one of the most significant risk factors for developing this chronic condition. As obesity rates continue to rise globally, so do the rates of type 2 diabetes, painting a concerning picture for public health. The consequences of unmanaged type 2 diabetes are serious and far-reaching. They include an increased risk of heart disease, stroke, kidney disease, nerve damage, vision problems, and even amputations. These complications not only affect an individual's physical health, but also their overall well-being and quality of life. The rise of type 2 diabetes is a global health concern. Addressing this epidemic requires a multi-pronged approach that focuses on prevention, early detection, and effective management strategies. Section 4. Beyond blood sugar. The ripple effects of type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is not just about high blood sugar. It's a complex condition with far-reaching effects on various organ systems. The excess glucose in the bloodstream acts like a toxin, damaging blood vessels and nerves over time. This damage can lead to a cascade of complications, including cardiovascular disease. Diabetes significantly increases the risk of heart disease, heart attack, and stroke. Nerve damage, neuropathy. High blood sugar can damage nerves, leading to numbness, tingling, pain, and weakness, especially in the hands and feet. Kidney disease, nephropathy. Diabetes is a leading cause of kidney failure. High blood sugar damages the small blood vessels in the kidneys, impairing their ability to filter waste products from the blood. Eye damage, retinopathy. Diabetes can damage the blood vessels in the retina, the back of the eye, leading to vision loss and even blindness. These complications highlight the importance of managing blood sugar levels effectively to prevent or delay the onset of these serious health issues. Section 5. Breaking the cycle: prevention and management strategies. While the statistics surrounding type 2 diabetes can be daunting, there is hope. Lifestyle modifications play a crucial role in preventing and managing this condition. Here are some key strategies. Weight management. Losing weight can reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes. Healthy diet. Focus on a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Regular physical activity. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity per week. Medications. Sometimes lifestyle changes alone aren't enough. Managing type 2 diabetes is a lifelong commitment. Section 1. Under pressure. Obesity's impact on breathing. Breathing. It's something we often take for granted. But for individuals with obesity, breathing can become a laborious task. Imagine carrying extra weight around your chest and abdomen. This excess weight compresses the diaphragm, essential for breathing. It's like trying to inflate a partially deflated balloon. This pressure restricts lung capacity, making breathing less efficient. Section 2. Sleep apnea, when breathing takes a time out. Sleep apnea is a serious sleep disorder where breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep. Obesity is a major risk factor, as excess weight around the neck compresses the airway. These pauses can last for seconds or minutes, disrupting the sleep cycle and preventing deep, restful sleep. Untreated sleep apnea increases the risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. Section 3. Asthma and obesity, a troubling connection. Obesity can worsen asthma symptoms, making it harder to control the condition. Excess weight puts pressure on the lungs and airways, making them more likely to constrict. Managing weight through a healthy diet and regular exercise can improve asthma control and overall lung function. It's about breaking the cycle of inflammation and improving the body's ability to breathe freely. Section 4. Reclaiming your breath, steps towards respiratory health. The impact of obesity on respiratory health is significant, but it's not a lost cause. Weight management. Even modest weight loss can improve breathing. Healthy diet. Focus on a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. Regular exercise. Engage in physical activity that you enjoy to strengthen respiratory muscles and control weight. Quit smoking. Smoking damages the lungs and airways, making it harder to breathe. Every step towards a healthier lifestyle is a step towards easier breathing. By managing weight and improving overall health, you can reclaim your breath and live a fuller life. Section 1. Weight-bearing wonders, our joints under stress. Our joints allow us to move with fluidity and grace, but they are vulnerable to the stresses of excess weight. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack every day. That's the burden our joints bear when we are overweight. This constant stress can erode cartilage, leading to pain, stiffness, and reduced mobility. Cartilage acts like a shock absorber, but excess weight can wear it down. The impact of obesity on our joints can significantly affect our quality of life. Everyday activities can become challenging and sometimes unbearable. Section 2. Osteoarthritis, when cartilage wears away. Osteoarthritis is a degenerative joint disease where cartilage wears down. Obesity accelerates the breakdown of cartilage, especially in weight-bearing joints like the knees, hips, and spine. As cartilage wears away, bones rub against each other, causing pain, stiffness, and swelling. The pain and stiffness can make everyday activities challenging, leading to reduced mobility and even depression. Section 3. Beyond the knees and hips, aches and pains, big and small. Obesity affects not just large joints, but also small ones like those in the hands and feet. It increases the risk of conditions like carpal tunnel syndrome and plantar fasciitis. These conditions highlight the widespread impact of obesity on our musculoskeletal system. Even small joints can suffer from the effects of excess weight. Section 4. Moving towards relief. Strategies for joint health. We can take proactive steps to protect our joints and maintain mobility. Weight management. Losing even a small amount of weight can reduce stress on joints. Low-impact exercise. Engage in activities like swimming, cycling, or walking. Physical therapy. A therapist can teach exercises to improve joint flexibility and strength. Assistive devices. Use canes, walkers, or braces to reduce stress on painful joints. By combining weight management, regular exercise, and medical care, you can keep your joints healthy. The mind-body connection, more than just physical health. Obesity impacts mental health, affecting self-esteem, body image, and social interactions. Emotional burdens can make it challenging to adopt healthy lifestyle changes. Addressing obesity requires a holistic approach that includes emotional and psychological well-being. Recognizing the mind-body connection is crucial for effective obesity management. A comprehensive approach can help break the cycle of emotional and physical health challenges. Weight stigma, a heavy burden to bear. Weight stigma involves negative attitudes and discrimination based on weight. This stigma can lead to feelings of shame, worthlessness, and self-doubt. Weight stigma damages self-esteem and mental health, increasing the risk of depression and anxiety. Challenging weight stigma involves promoting body positivity and advocating for inclusive policies. Body image and self-esteem, a complex relationship. Negative body image can lead to low self-esteem and social withdrawal. Media images portraying unrealistic beauty standards exacerbate this issue. Cultivating a positive body image involves challenging societal standards and focusing on self-acceptance. Appreciating unique qualities and strengths can improve overall quality of life. Section 4. Breaking free. Seeking support and building resilience. Seeking support from loved ones, mental health professionals, and support groups is crucial. Talking to a therapist can help develop coping mechanisms and challenge negative thoughts. Support groups offer a sense of community and shared understanding. Building resilience involves developing healthy coping mechanisms and practicing self-compassion. Prioritizing mental health and building a strong support system can help navigate challenges. Section 1. The shadow over longevity. Obesity increases the risk of numerous health conditions that can shorten lifespan. Heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and sleep apnea contribute to a reduced quality of life and longevity. Lifestyle modifications and early intervention can mitigate these risks. It's important to remember that these statistics are not a predetermined fate. Quantity living well with obesity. Obesity can impact the ability to engage in everyday activities and enjoy life. Living well with obesity involves addressing physical, emotional, and social implications. Managing weight, improving mobility, and boosting self-esteem are key. Health is about how fully we experience and embrace each day. Section 3. Investing in health span, a proactive approach to aging. Health span focuses on living in good health, free from chronic disease and disability. For individuals with obesity, this involves a multifaceted approach to address multiple risk factors. Adopting a healthy diet, exercise regimen, and managing stress are crucial. Prioritizing health span can lead to healthier, more vibrant, and fulfilling lives. Section 1. A strain on healthcare. The economic burden of obesity. The economic burden of obesity includes direct and indirect costs. Direct costs involve treating obesity-related health conditions. Indirect costs include lost productivity and premature mortality. The financial strain on healthcare systems impacts economic growth. Section 2. The productivity puzzle. Obesity's impact on the workforce. The workplace is another arena where the impact of obesity is deeply felt. Obesity-related health problems can significantly affect work productivity, leading to increased absenteeism, reduced work capacity, and even job loss. Imagine an employee struggling with chronic fatigue due to sleep apnea, experiencing debilitating joint pain that makes it challenging to sit or stand for extended periods, or facing discrimination in the workplace due to their weight. These challenges can make it difficult to maintain consistent employment, impacting financial stability and career progression. Furthermore, individuals with obesity may face bias and discrimination in hiring processes, promotions, and job assignments, limiting their opportunities for career advancement. This discrimination not only perpetuates social inequalities, but also deprives workplaces of valuable talent and diverse perspectives. Addressing obesity in the workplace requires a multi-pronged approach, including promoting healthy workplace environments, providing resources for weight management and chronic disease prevention, and fostering inclusive workplaces that value diversity and combat weight bias. Section 3. The weight of stigma, social and economic implications. Beyond the tangible economic costs, the social implications of obesity are equally profound. Weight stigma, deeply ingrained in many societies, creates barriers to social inclusion, educational attainment, and overall well-being. Children with obesity may face bullying and social isolation, impacting their self-esteem and academic performance. This early exposure to weight stigma can have long-lasting consequences, affecting their social development and mental health well-being. Adults with obesity may encounter discrimination in housing, education, and even healthcare settings. They may face prejudice from potential partners, limiting their opportunities for romantic relationships and family formation. This social exclusion can lead to feelings of shame, isolation, and diminished self-worth. Addressing weight stigma requires a societal shift in attitudes and beliefs about body size. It involves challenging media portrayals that perpetuate unrealistic beauty standards, promoting body positivity, and advocating for policies that protect individuals from weight-based discrimination. Section 4. Investing in prevention, a cost-effective approach. While the economic and social costs of obesity are undeniable, it's essential to remember that this is a preventable public health crisis. Investing in prevention strategies is not only ethically imperative but also economically sound. Early interventions that focus on promoting healthy lifestyles, particularly among children and adolescents, can yield significant long-term benefits. These interventions encompass a range of strategies, from school-based nutrition and physical activity programs to community-based initiatives that promote access to healthy, affordable food options. Public health campaigns that raise awareness about the importance of healthy eating, regular physical activity, and weight management can empower individuals to make informed choices that benefit their health. Creating supportive environments that make it easier for people to adopt and maintain healthy habits is crucial. By shifting the focus from treatment to prevention, we can create a healthier future for generations to come, reducing the human and economic toll of obesity. Section 5. The next generation. Breaking the cycle of obesity. The intergenerational cycle of obesity is a pressing concern. Children of parents with obesity are at an increased risk of developing obesity themselves, perpetuating a cycle of health problems across generations. This increased risk is influenced by a combination of genetic predisposition and shared environmental factors. Children learn eating habits and lifestyle patterns from their parents, making it challenging to break free from unhealthy behaviors established early in life. Breaking this cycle requires a concerted effort to create supportive environments for families to adopt and maintain healthy habits. This includes promoting breastfeeding, providing access to affordable, nutritious food, encouraging physical activity, and limiting screen time for children. Early intervention programs that target children and families at risk of obesity can provide education, support, and resources to make sustainable lifestyle changes. By addressing obesity in childhood, we can interrupt the intergenerational cycle and create a healthier future for generations to come. Addressing the complex challenge of obesity requires a collective effort, a shared responsibility among individuals, communities, healthcare providers, policymakers, and industry leaders. Individuals can take ownership of their health by making conscious choices about their diet, physical activity levels, and overall lifestyle. Seeking support from healthcare providers, registered dietitians, and mental health professionals can provide guidance and resources for weight management and overall well-being. Communities can create environments that support healthy choices by improving access to affordable, nutritious food, providing safe spaces for physical activity, and promoting positive body image and inclusivity. Policymakers can implement evidence-based policies that encourage healthy behaviors, such as taxing sugary drinks, regulating food marketing to children, and supporting nutrition assistance programs. By working together, we can create a world where healthy choices are the easy choices, and everyone has the opportunity to achieve and maintain a healthy weight. Obesity is a global health challenge with far-reaching consequences. It impacts cardiovascular health, increasing the risk of heart disease, hypertension, and stroke. Obesity is linked to type 2 diabetes, leading to complications. It also causes respiratory problems, joint issues, and mental health challenges. Statistics reveal a global rise in obesity rates. Behind each number is a human being facing real struggles. This understanding compels us to act urgently. It's a call to action for everyone to create a healthier world. The traditional approach to obesity often focuses narrowly on weight loss, often promoting restrictive diets and intense exercise regimens that can be unsustainable and even harmful in the long run. While weight management is undoubtedly important, it's time to shift the paradigm from a solely weight-centric approach to a more holistic focus on overall well-being. This means embracing a broader definition of health that encompasses not just physical health but also mental, emotional, and social well-being. It means recognizing that individuals living with obesity are not defined by their weight and deserve respect, compassion, and access to evidence-based care that addresses their unique needs and circumstances. This shift also involves challenging weight stigma and promoting body positivity, recognizing that health and well-being are possible at every size. It means creating supportive environments that empower individuals to adopt and maintain healthy habits without feeling judged or ashamed. Ultimately, it's about fostering a culture of health that emphasizes self-care, celebrates diversity, and promotes sustainable lifestyle changes that improve overall well-being, regardless of an individual's starting point on their health journey. Building a healthier future requires a collective effort that empowers individuals and strengthens communities. It's about creating a world where healthy living is a right accessible to all. Empowering individuals starts with education and access to reliable information. Strengthening communities involves creating supportive environments. Policy changes play a crucial role in shaping our environments. By working together and prioritizing prevention, we can create a healthier future for all.